Now, your 41 NBC AccuWeather forecast, presented by Volume Chevrolet.
Welcome back. It's been a pretty chilly day here in Middle Georgia. We've continued that into the evening. Clear skies are allowing us to cool off pretty quickly for this evening. This looking out on the 41 sky view overlooking downtown Dublin, where our winds have pretty much mostly calmed down today. We did see the 60s earlier. Now we're already down to 41 degrees. You'll notice our dew point right now is at 37 degrees, which should be a limiting factor for our cooling tonight, but I still think that most of us are going to make it down pretty close to freezing, if not below freezing by tomorrow morning. 34 degrees out there for this morning. That was a record low for this date. 35, the old record set in 1948. We did manage to make it back up to 64 degrees today, 78 normal for this time of year. And you can see across the rest of the area, a couple 30s out there already. 38 in Perry, 37 over in Eastman, 41 here in Macon, and 45 up in Forsyth. This is one of our warmer spots for tonight, but we are still expecting to see that cool down on the way. You look even further to the north, they're already sitting at 41 in Nashville, 40 over in Memphis, and seeing 40 in Birmingham as well. So across the area, high pressure is really kind of the name of the game right now. We're keeping those clear skies. We're keeping the Arctic air mass over us for right now, and that's definitely kept things a little bit on the cooler side. That will eventually be making its way out. You see that chilly conditions. Those are going to stick with us through tomorrow morning. Into tomorrow afternoon, we do make it back into the middle 60s. So it's not going to be too bad. It's going to be a lot like it was for today. However, by Friday, that's where we really start our warm up. We're back in the 70s for Friday afternoon. Friday night is still going to be cold. So if you're heading out to high school football games, definitely plan to bring the jacket, maybe a blanket, whatever you got, because it is definitely going to be cool out there for those football games. And the weekend really just kind of continues the nice weather, the fall weather that we've got here in our area. However, we do have a freeze warning that has been issued starting at midnight, going until 10 a.m. for tomorrow for all of Middle Georgia. This means that we could all see those temperatures getting to around freezing into tomorrow morning. So you want to bring in any sensitive plants. Make sure that your animals have somewhere warm to go for tonight. I will go ahead and say that this is not the earliest first freeze that we are predicting. The earliest first freeze here in Macon, October 14th of 1988. The average first freeze for this time of year, November 11th. So definitely expecting to see that before November 11th, but we'll just see how tomorrow goes. Wind chills heading into tomorrow, definitely going to be a little bit on the cool side. 31 degrees here in Macon, dropping into the upper 20s. We are going to once again manage to make it back into the middle 60s. And as we are heading into Friday morning, it's going to be another cool start with our feels like temperatures in the low 30s there as well before we make it back into the 70s for the afternoon. So once again for tonight, very cool. By tomorrow, we make it back into the middle 60s with plenty of sunshine, and heading into the weekend, this is where we start to kind of set up a pattern change. Temperatures get into the upper 70s by Sunday, but next week we're talking about all low 80s ahead of this cold front that is going to bring us our next chance for some isolated showers. In just 10 seconds, I've got to look at our 7-day forecast.
At Volume Chevrolet, get oil changes for life, plus a 20-year, 200,000-mile warranty. Visit Volume Chevrolet, I-75 exit 187 in Forsyth. That's VolumeChevrolet.com.
And here's your 41 NBC AccuWeather 7-day forecast sponsored by Volume Chevrolet. We are going to see temperatures eventually making it back into the 70s by the end of the week. Our lows return to the 40s and 50s for next week. The 80s are back on Monday, but we will see a chance for some showers as early as next Wednesday.
For weather updates on the go, download the 41 NBC AccuWeather app and follow 41 NBC on Facebook and Twitter.